work hard and do everything you can and then get beat, that's one of the hardest things to do.
You didn't achieve your goal this year.
Yeah.
What are you going through?
Yeah, I did not.
Put a hole in my heart, and I know that Bryce woke up thinking about it as well. So it really, really hurt. One takedown away from going to state.
And he sacrificed a lot, and it didn't end the way he wanted it to.
So we didn't get the cherry. We didn't get the destination, but we got the journey, and I think we had one heck of a journey.
Started wrestling in kindergarten.
Connor, so I thought he'd be like a basketball player. He was kind of a sensitive, not a real rough and tumble kid.
I got into wrestling in the first grade, and our wrestling room was in the basement of a church, and we had like the gymnastic mats. It wasn't even a wrestling mat.
So then I got caught into that. So ever since 7th grade, I mean, my parents and I have seen like how I've grown over the years, and then I have some potential in it. So I just kept going.
Joe started wrestling when he was, I'm gonna say, 4 years old.
It was more like preschool. I started in preschool, just messed around.
I didn't really understand why my dad put me into wrestling at first, but now I understand.
Can you just speak about your journey in this room?
Coming back home to Wahlert and having him participate where I wrestled meant the world to me.
I moved up from Tennessee freshman year, like 2 weeks before freshman year started, and I went into the weight room for football lifting, and I met Coach Allen there, and he was one of the first people to come up to me and say, "Bring your wrestling shoes on Wednesday." And so I wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into, but next thing I know, I'm bringing my wrestling shoes and I'm going into the room on Wednesdays.
And it's just taught me that if you really want something in life, then you're gonna have to work for it. And you just can't give your half effort to it, because that won't work.
He loves his teammates. They're like brothers to him. Some great friends, and I've told him that these guys that you wrestle with will probably be some of your best friends for the rest of your life.
In a group, fun.
I think it's been a great experience at Wahlert. I think he has met some mentors that he'll have in his life forever. He's learned some lessons, some life lessons. He's got a great group of friends. He had a great group of teammates. He got to travel overseas and see things he never would have saw under other scenarios.
You know what this whole thing is about? Wrestling is, I think, the greatest sport in the world, but at the end of the day, it's another way to create relationships.
So the next day, we sat down and he's hurt. He was really hurting. I mean, he was in pain that night. He's in pain. I think he's still struggling with it.
It sucks not getting what you want when you know you've worked as hard as you have. But I think these guys, that's just a great life lesson that later on in life it's going to help them out.
You learn more from losses than you do from wins.
I'll never be able to say that I was a high school state champion, and that's something that's kind of hard for me, but you know, that doesn't define me. It doesn't define my career.
And even though he didn't reach his goals, he wasn't comfortable with that, but he knew that he had to move on. So I'm proud of how he handled himself, both when he won and when he lost.
You got the state, Dad, so you got that over me, but I'm going to change that, and I'm going to get the state. And it didn't happen, but I think he knew he gave everything he could to, and I was proud.
My dad, he went to Wahlert as well and wrestled at Wahlert, and he never made the state either, and it was a big disappointment to me that I was not able to make it to state, just because I wanted my dad to feel like he was going to state as well.
And set goals and shoot to achieve them, and many times you don't, but that's what it's all about. It's about rebounding from that and moving forward, and I think all of these kids are getting a lot out of that from this program.
Can you talk about your relationship with your old man?
Oh God. He's been, well, first things first, me and him are we're really tight, and I think a lot of that is because of the time that we've gotten to share together due to wrestling.
But I guess they just both, my mom and my dad, they've been there since day one. They've been my supporters every single day.
We just talk to each other like we're best friends. So
I think we have a great relationship. I think wrestling, you know, brought us together, and we have spent a lot of time together through it over the years. So
Yeah, I'm proud as can be that he's fought back from this injury and keeps fighting, and just seeing him satisfied.
They're gonna be able to come back, you know, to Wahlert and be proud of the time that they put in the room, the experiences that they had.
You know, and you think about these seniors, they're going to look back on it, and whether they like it or not, they're going to still think some of these are the best times of their lives. And, you know, even though they didn't get what they wanted, they, you know, they got their best friends out of it.
I mean, he went all in on something. He went all in and wanted to chase a dream, and how can you not be proud of that?
Oh. It brings tears to my eyes just to think that he's going to be gone and I'm not going to see him every morning. Very proud of the man he's become. It means a lot to me. He's become a good man.
I'll have success in my life, but that's definitely not where the final end. I think the final ending of what I could enjoy in my life, to put it in that, is to find people who I really care about.
I think at the end of the day, despite my failures and my successes, I'm still me. And you know, I think the biggest thing is it doesn't change you as a person. I think you just gotta keep moving forward and keep working and keep bettering yourself.